Welcome to another virtual adult improv show with the LA Connection players. Today it's the Thursday 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time team. So if you want to follow this team, you go to our YouTube channel, LAC Comedy, click on the playlist, click on 11 a.m. Thursday, and you can go back a year and see all the shows. If you want to go back further, we've been doing this for over 2 years. We have over 300 different shows. Some of these guys today have been with me for the whole year. So you can go back and check their development, check all the games they played. We have kids, we have teens. We have a lot of different adult teams. We have people internationally from different parts of all over the world. So check them all out. I'm Ken Scove, the founder of the LA Connection. Let's introduce the cast today, starting with Ashton.
What is going on, Power Bottoms? Welcome back to my Minecraft Let's Play. My name is Ashton.
Audra.
Yo, 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 Seattle in the house.
Katie.
Howdy, party people. How's it going?
Andy.
Hello, the winning number is 233, and you didn't win, so enjoy the show!
Okay, so the first game we're going to play is called Conspiracy Theories. We all have different conspiracies. For example, was the moon landing staged? Did they ever actually go to the moon? I don't know. And that's why we have these 4 conspiracy theorists on here today. Each one has a different conspiracy. We're not saying we believe their conspiracies on the show, but we want to hear their conspiracies, and then you can judge for yourself. So I'm going to start off with Ashton. Ashton, you believe that all the birds are drones?
Yeah, because they are.
Okay.
Every single bird.
Okay. Now, how do you come to this conclusion?
Well, first of all, have you ever seen a baby pigeon?
Yes.
Be honest. No, you haven't. I know you haven't.
Oh, a baby one. No, actually, no. I've never seen a baby pigeon. No.
Exactly. Where do they go? You know, like, where are they? It's because pigeons are born, and by born, I mean created by the government to just spy on us all the time.
Okay.
They're fully formed.
Okay, so now you're saying pigeons. What about crows or eagles?
No, all of them are the same. Yes. Have you ever seen a baby bird, period? No.
No, I haven't seen a baby bird.
No, you haven't. Exactly. Because there are no such things as birds, therefore no such thing as baby birds, therefore all birds are just robots that are controlled by the government.
Okay, so now how exactly are they controlling them?
With a whole lot of money, let me tell you. All of our tax dollars goes straight into the bird project. And it's you know, all technology. I'll be honest with you, I don't even understand it. I'm still trying to look into it, you know what I mean? But it's almost magic. It's not magic, I want to be clear.
Okay.
But
so
it's almost
they're
magic.
using these birds to spy on all of us?
Spy, yep. Figure out your personal secrets. Sometimes birds will go rogue and they'll rob you at the ATM, but that's really rare.
Wow. Now, what about like a parrot or a domesticated bird?
Yeah. Parrots are owned by criminals. All criminals own a parrot, or all parrots are therefore owned by criminals. And when a parrot talks, it's just a government agent.
Well, wait a minute. You're confusing me. Criminals and then government agents. So what is it?
Yeah.
You're saying these criminals work for the government?
No. Criminals have parrots as pets.
Okay.
So if you're a criminal, you're way more likely to get a parrot as a pet. That's just a fact.
Wow.
They did we asked 100 people Family Feud thing, but they asked 100 criminals and they all said they wanted a parrot. They were like, what pet would you like? And they were like, parrot, please, parrot. So they all have parrots. But all of the parrots are government drones that are watching the criminals, making sure they don't break their parole. So the parrots, when they speak, they're not actually, it's not like a bird speaking. It's just a government agent listening in and repeating the things that it's heard you say.
Wow. So they're listening to us and the government agents doing the probably want a cracker kind of thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, well, listen, I appreciate you telling me about this. This is something I'm definitely going to be thinking about. I'm sure you've made our audience at home really think about this. Let's go over to Audra now. So, Audra, you believe that sharks are Russian subs.
Oh, yes. The sharks are magically our Russian subs, Russian submarines.
Okay, have you seen one of these sharks? Have you touched one of these sharks?
Yes. I touched it in the sense that when I rubbed my ball here, I saw it in my ball and it came to me. So I know it must be true.
Wait a minute, you're basing your entire conspiracy theory on that little ball?
Yes. When you look into the eye in the ball, it shows the future. And I can see it. And that is that sharks are those Russian submarines. I see it.
Okay. So you've never actually gone out and seen a Russian sub in the ocean? Have you witnessed any of this? I mean, you say that they're Russian subs, but what evidence do you have other than that little ball?
Well, I had this out of body experience where my soul came out and saw them over the ocean. And I knew and I saw them planning and scheming that they were going to eat all of the anchovies.
Okay. This is just really weird. I got to check with my booker. I'm not sure how they got you. I can see the bird lady, but your theories are based on a ball and your thoughts, not based on reality.
Oh, here. This is reality here.
Okay.
We got it.
Okay, Audra, I'm going to move on. Let's go over to Katie. So, Katie, you believe that water, which I saw you earlier drinking, has microchips in it?
Yes. I wasn't drinking water though. It was lighter fluid. So because as you know, lighter fluid is actually more hydrating than any other liquid. And because water has microchips, I don't want to consume it. This also is not, this is antifreeze with a little bit of lemon and lime juice. So it's not, so I know that I'm not getting microchipped. But whenever I have to go into the ocean, I wear a full scuba mask, even if I'm only going in 3 feet, because you never know. Like, you never know when somebody is going to microchip you. You know, you have to be careful.
Okay, I originally thought when you just drank like tap water that the government was putting microchips in our tap water. Now you're telling me
No.
they're putting it in the oceans as well. I suppose it's in our lakes.
Yes, it's all water. All water has microchips. You know those, like, you know, the seaweed that you see in the sea?
Yeah.
That is a way that the government likes to put microchips in you, because if you step on it, a tiny little microchip will get into your foot, and then you're like, and then they can track you, and don't even get me started on sharks, because sharks are, you know, like, obviously they were put there by the Russian government. Same thing with otters in freshwater and salmon, especially salmon. You know, if you eat it, you're going to be like, the government will track you regardless of where you are, and whether it was freshwater or saltwater salmon. So you really have to be careful.
Why are you wearing goggles?
I just don't want any water or rain to get into my eyes.
I see. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, let's move over to Andy. Andy, so your conspiracy is you think, I have no idea why you're wearing that. You think that Amazon drivers are spying on us for the government.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They come here and they want to spy on you. They want to know what you're doing in your house. And that way they can find out whether they can sell you more stuff. That's what they do. They want to, you hear what I'm saying? You hear what I'm saying? Do you hear what I'm saying? Oh yeah. Read it on Conspiracy Wondercand. That's on that and then the UFO site. That's a good one too. They mention it all the time. And see, what they come to the house, they say, oh, I have a little package for you. But then they knock on your door. They're evil. They're evil. And then they look in the windows, see what you're doing, see what you're eating, see what you're drinking, and then they write it down on a piece of paper. Write it down, and then they close the book, and then they drive back, and they say, "Hey, boss, look what I got," and they get paid bonuses for that, for what they know you're eating and doing. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, so what you're telling me is I should not order anything from Amazon. I should not drink water. I should not come in contact with water.
Unless you keep your blinds down. Keep your blinds down and wear this hat. It keeps those evil waves out, those waves where the people can hear you and get into your mind and read your mind. You don't want people to read your mind because you don't know what they might do with it. They might take it like they do in those zombie movies. You ever see those zombie movies where all of a sudden they're normal, then all of a sudden they're walking dead? They're walking dead? I don't know.
Okay, you know what? I don't know if I want to read your mind. I would hate to think what's going on inside.
Don't you dare! Don't you dare! You hear me? Don't you read my mind!
Okay.
Because you might not like what you find.
I appreciate all you guys coming on. I'm not so sure that I believe your conspiracy theories, but I believe.
What are you talking about?
I believe.
You're one of the government! You're one of the government!
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Conspiracy Theories. You can choose your own choice if you believe these conspiracies or not. Thank you all for playing Conspiracy Theories. Okay, I'm going to move on to a game called Reality House. I'm going to give you your archetype. Andy, you're going to be macho, so go ahead and lead and get into a macho character. Katie, you're going to be a gossip. Okay, so you can minimize and get into your character. Audra, you're going to be a needy germaphobe. Okay, so do you have anything to, you can wear to not be germaphobe? And we have an accident-prone anger issues with Ashton. So you just maybe put accident and anger next to you, and then we'll know you're accident-prone and you have anger issues. And go ahead and minimize yourself. You might be able to go get some sort of a helmet or something. In Reality House, what we did, guys, is we dropped these 4 people off to live together for 1 month. And now we're going to bring our cameras into the house and find exactly, how they got along. As you just heard all their different archetypes, we have Andy who lives in there who's macho. We have Katie who's a gossip. We have Audra who is a needy and she's a germaphobe. And then we have an accident-prone, anger-issued Ashton. This should be a very interesting house. Let's go into the house right now and bring them all out. And see who we got here today. Okay, so we have Audra, there's Ashton. Okay, I'd like to get Katie out here, if I can get Katie. Katie, go ahead and mute yourself, Andy. I know you're macho. Katie, you're the gossip of the house. Can you please tell me what's going on inside this house?
Yeah, so it seems to me that, everybody seems to be crushing on Andy, even though he's gross, and it's so weird. Ashton, I totally saw Ashton try and make out with him the other day. It was so weird. I was like, ew, why?
Well, has Andy tried to come on to you?
Yes, I have, and you want it, baby. You want me. You want me. You want me bad. Ooh, baby, take it. You want some.
No, he's tried, but I wouldn't let him.
Mm-hmm. So, Ashton, Katie just said you were making out with Andy, and you shook your head like that's not true.
No, it's not. I was not making out with Andy. I fell into the pool, and as we all know, I can't swim. So he was trying to give me mouth to mouth, okay? He was trying to save my life.
Oh, okay.
It was the best mouth to mouth I ever had, baby. Ashton. Oh.
Ew!
Isn't that when When Audrey, you came out to the pool when you saw that they were doing the mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, and you sprayed Andy and Ashton down with Lysol, and that really triggered Ashton.
Yes, they were making out, and he was putting his gross mouth on her, and I didn't want her to get anything weird.
Mm-hmm.
So I did the one thing I could only do, which was spray them. I'm not touching. There was no gloves available, and I needed the gloves, and I'm not touching them.
Okay, Ashton, that kind of triggered you when she started spraying you down. What did you say to her?
Mainly I just screamed because she knows that like I'm really sensitive to that kind of shit. Mm-hmm. So I was ready to push her into the pool, but of course I was still recovering from my near-death experience, and then she was going to come in and give me another one. Ridiculous.
What? How? You always make it about you. When is it going to be about me?
I don't know. Maybe when you're a good person to be around and not constantly annoying.
Yeah, I mean, Audra has some like weird stuff. I don't know, like she doesn't like germs, but then she also like lets the dog lick her face. So I don't know what's going on there.
We didn't know you snuck the dog in the house. There wasn't supposed to be a dog in this house.
Wait a minute. You let the dog lick your face, but you don't let me lick your face? What the hell's wrong with you?
I'm allergic to dogs. We all know this. I can't believe this.
Well, okay, it's not her dog. It's like the neighborhood dog, but she still lets. I've seen the dog lick Audra's face. Like, I'm just saying, it's weird since you're since you're supposedly, afraid of germs or whatever. But I mean, I see everybody kind of flirting with everyone, so like this whole house is just full of drama for no reason.
Yeah, I love it.
I have researched the germs that come with dogs. I have not been able to find out what's in Andy's mouth or Ashton's.
Baby, just a lot of love, because I'm a love machine, baby, baby, baby. A love machine, yeah.
Ashton, did you know, I know you're a love machine. While Andy's doing this, did you know that when you weren't looking, Andy's the one who pushed you into the pool so he could give you mouth to mouth?
Oh my God! That's not okay! What? Oh, this is the worst day of my life!
Yeah, you loved it, Ashton. You loved it, baby. You want me.
You thought you slipped into the pool,
no, she doesn't.
It wasn't. He pushed you into the pool when you began to slip. He gave a little nudge. Yeah. Katie saw that. I was
wearing those ankle weights, too. I can't believe that.
Katie,
they were sexy, baby.
Didn't you see Andy push her in the pool?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of did, but also it looked like they were just joking around. So, like, who knows what really is the truth?
I do, and he tried to kill me.
Andy, did you try and push her in the pool so you could make out with her?
Hey, I had to do what I had to do. A man got to do what he got to do when he wants to have a little bit of love with a beautiful girl like Ashton. You know you want me. You know you loved it in the water with me, having all that fun.
I'm going to drown you. I will.
Oh, yeah, that turns me on, baby. Yeah. Oh, you know how to turn me on.
I don't know. It seems to me, though, that, like, Ashton is kind of accident prone. So, like, maybe it was, like, kind of both of their faults.
No, she wanted it. You wanted it. Oh, yeah.
No, I am not accident prone. I just like to take more risks than other people, obviously.
Well, like, taking risks doesn't mean you're, like, clumsy. It just means that you're, like, I don't know, you date somebody that you shouldn't date, or like things like that. Like, I'm sorry, but like getting into the pool naked is not a risk. Or tripping into the pool naked is not a risk. That was an accident.
This is ridiculous drama. I don't want to hear any of it. Did anyone see what I did for these two? Do you guys want to? We need to recognize my accomplishment here.
I'm gonna drown you too.
Wow. Okay, well, listen, we're going to come back in 30 days and see if anybody is drowned, if anybody is still alive. We'll find out. Katie will keep us up on all
Hey,
the
give me a
gossip.
call.
I don't think we'll be doing that. But we will keep the cameras rolling, and we'll see you guys in 30 days. This is Reality House. Okay, we're going to move on to Jeopardy. I'm going to let all you guys minimize yourself, and I'll bring you back out as your characters. So go ahead and minimize and get into a Jeopardy character. The categories of Jeopardy today are going to be TV, food, games, and cities. TV, food, games, and cities. And we're going to bring out, whenever anybody's ready, can come on out. We'll introduce our contestants today and get ready to play some Jeopardy. So while we're waiting for everybody, you can see more of LA Connection by going to laconnectioncomedy.com. That's our website. We also, if you like movies, we have a website called Mad Movies Online where we dub old movies and TV shows and just pretty much all footage with funny soundtracks. That's on YouTube. Okay, so we're just waiting for Andy. Okay, so Katie, you're our returning champion. Katie, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm Katie. I work at Star Wars World in Disneyland, and I'm happy to be here. It was so fun last time.
Well, thank you. Audra, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? What do you do?
My name is Audra, but I go by Karen, and I'm a stay-at-home mom.
Okay. Next contestant is Ashton. Ashton, tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Ashton. I'm from the west side of the world, and I'm 12. So
yeah, you are the youngest Jeopardy contestant we've had in quite a long time.
I'm the smartest in my class.
Well, I know that you already have a master's degree as a 12-year-old, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Andy?
I'm sorry, I'm not Andy. I'm President Joe Biden. I sometimes forget my name. I'm Joe Biden, President of the United States.
Okay, so we have Joe, and we have Karen, and we have Katie, and we have Ashton. Okay, so Katie, the categories again are TV, food, games, and cities. Go ahead and pick a category.
I'm gonna do TV.
Friends, the popular 10-year sitcom Friends.
Bring.
Yes, Ashton, the 12-year-old.
What is something I never had because I'm 12 and just got a master's degree?
That is correct. That is a correct answer. You're you on the board. TV, food, games, or cities?
Oh man. Well, I'm growing, so I guess I need food. So let's do food.
SpaghettiOs.
Beep, 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 beep.
Katie.
Beep, 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 beep.
What is the only thing that I am allowed to eat as a stormtrooper at Disneyland?
That's correct. SpaghettiOs. That's the only thing they have there at Disneyland. Okay, Katie, you've got the board. TV, food, games, or cities?
Let's do cities.
San Francisco.
Beep, 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 beep,
Oh,
beep.
I think Audra. Go ahead, Audra.
Oh, so that is the one city where I went to that one shop where I complained about the manager. What is the city that, yes.
No, I don't know what the heck you're talking about. Andy, you buzzed in. Go ahead,
What
Andy.
is Tony Bennett?
What was that, Andy?
What is Tony Bennett? I left my heart in San Francisco.
Close enough, Andy. Joe, close enough, Joe. Okay, TV, food, games, or cities? Joe.
Chicago.
No, I give you, no.
Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, okay, you've lost the board, Joe. No, what are you beeping in?
What do you say I lost the board? Who do you think you are? You on crack?
Okay, Joe.
You on crack?
Joe, you're getting a little angry. TV, food, games, or cities? Okay, you don't name the city, I do.
Oh, okay. TV.
TV, okay. Seinfeld.
Oh, beep, 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 beep.
Audra.
What is the show that I wanted a part on, but I couldn't get it because they gave it to somebody else?
That is correct. That's exactly what we're looking for. Okay, I'm so sorry. I should have been calling you Audra, and I should be calling you Karen because you are a Karen. Okay, Karen, go ahead. Pick a category.
We're going with TV again.
TV. Okay, the old show 77 Sunset Strip.
Oh, beep, 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 beep,
Oh,
beep.
Katie.
What is sand? Is it rough? Is it coarse? Does it get everywhere?
I don't know what the heck you just said.
It's a line from my movie.
Oh, okay. Well, no, that's not the one we're looking for. We're looking for 77 Sunset Strip.
Beep, beep, beep.
Okay, Joe.
Damn it.
What does Nancy Pelosi do when she drinks too much and hits the road, Jack?
That's correct. That's exactly. Now we're going into double jeopardy.
I don't know who
Okay,
that is.
Joe, you have the board. Joe, go ahead.
She's a drinker. She's a drinker.
Okay, Joe. Yeah.
I have a board? Where's the board?
No,
Board?
pick a category, Joe. TV, food,
Oh.
games, or cities.
My wife. I'll take my wife.
No, Joe. Joe.
Beep,
That's
beep, beep,
not-
beep, 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 beep.
Yeah. No, you can't beep in.
Well, I
Okay.
have an answer though.
Okay, go ahead, Ashton. Go ahead. Listen to your answer.
Who is a beautiful woman?
Okay, close
That's
enough.
right. That's right. She's gorgeous.
Okay.
She's lovely. She's a
Okay.
school teacher. She teaches people. She's a lovely, and she reads me bedtime stories and gives me bubble baths. Sweet lady. Sweet lady.
Okay,
Love
sure,
her.
that's a little too much information. Okay, Ashton, you've got the board. TV, food, games, and cities.
Okay. I want to do games.
Okay, Monopoly.
Oh, beep, 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 beep.
Okay, go ahead, Ashton.
What taught me about spending money? Because I needed to learn, because I never learned that in school. Because school doesn't teach economics correctly.
What are you talking about? My wife teaches.
Okay, you two are
She's a good
something else.
teacher.
Okay,
Who the heck do you think you are?
Teach me how to pay a mortgage. I'm 12.
okay, okay. Joe, hold on to yourself for a second. Not that way. Okay, Karen, did you beep in?
Beep, beep, beep.
Yeah.
What is the definition of capitalism, which is how I teach my kids at homeschool?
That's true. That's true. The definition of monopoly is the definition of capitalism. Okay, this is the final one before we go into Final Jeopardy. So, Audra, pick a category: TV, food, games, or cities.
We are going with games again.
Jump rope.
Beep, 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 beep,
What,
beep,
baby,
beep.
baby,
Katie.
baby?
Katie.
What is
Oh, that's
trained
close
to
enough.
be
Well, I'm going to
stormtrooper?
give it to you. That's close enough. Okay.
Whoa.
All right.
Are you
So
sure?
what we have is
I don't think that's right. I think it's Vladimir puking. Vladimir
Okay.
puking.
inflation. Okay, so I just wanted you to wake up, Joe. Inflation. Okay.
Beep, beep, beep. Inflation. I got
price.
it. I
No,
got
no,
it.
don't.
Beep,
I'm
beep,
just talking.
Inflation. That's not my fault. I didn't cause inflation. It was
God.
Mr. Donald Trump. He's the one that caused everything.
Yeah,
He's an
Trump.
evil man.
Yeah, he's. Let's blame him for everything. But blame him for gas prices too.
Yep.
Okay, Final Jeopardy is toys, and the
Toys.
answer is yo-yo. Okay, now
Yo-yo.
dun 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 dun
Oh, beep, 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 beep.
dun 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 dun. No, don't beep in yet. Okay, Audra's in last place, so let's hear your answer first. Yo-yo.
What is the name that I was called last week?
Okay. Joe is in second to last place. Joe? Yo-yo.
What is Donald Trump? A real yo-yo. You know, that's why you need to elect me next term. I'll be
Okay.
good to you. I'll bring people
Okay,
here.
Joe.
You'll be glad you live here.
Joe,
I'm a
okay.
good person.
All right, Joe. Are you done? Okay.
Not ready.
Katie? No, it's not. We're not doing primaries here. Okay, Katie? Yo-yo.
What does BB-8 play with?
Okay. And Ashton, the 12-year-old. Yo-yo.
What is the phrase that I use in a bowling alley to try to make friends my own age?
That's true. Yo-yo is something you say in a bowling alley. Ashton's our grand prize winner. She'll be back
Yes!
next week.
What are you talking
Thanks
about? This
for
game
Joe.
is fixed.
Joe,
This game is fixed. I'm going to have this investigated by
Okay.
by my Justice Department. Department of Justice will investigate
You
it.
can do it by your disinformation board, which has just been disinformed.
No, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone.
Thank you very much. This is Jeopardy. Okay, you guys can minimize and get into acronym character. So the next game we're going to play is called On the Spot Acronym. Now, acronyms stand for something. So if it was DOA, it stands for Dead on Arrival. Or for you internet people, OMG, oh my God, or LOL, laugh out loud. So we're going to give them an acronym, and they're going to tell us what it means related to their expertise or their occupation It's not going to be related to what it really means. It only relates to them. So when anybody's ready to come on out here, we'll find out who we have here today on our on-the-spot acronym panel. Again, if you ever come out to Burbank, our theater's in Burbank, and come out and see some live shows. All right, let's, Katie. Okay, now you still have Star Wars World. Is that you're an expert on Star Wars World? Okay, I know you need to shift it. Now let's see. Okay, so we have Ashton the Mortician. Ashton, tell us a little bit about you.
Hi, my name is Ashton, and I work with dead bodies for a living, which is something that prevents me from meeting a lot of people, alive people, I mean.
Okay, okay. Let's go over to Katie, who is Dasher the reindeer.
Hi, it's me, Dasher. And obviously I'm off duty, you know, summer vacation, but yeah, like I'm just having a great time here in Finland, and yeah, I work with Santa, and my best friend has a red nose, so yeah, happy holidays.
Well, thank you, Dasher. Let's go to Audra the pirate.
Yes, I am Audra the pirate, currently the lead wench on this boat, and out at sea at the moment.
Okay, and we have Andy. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Andy. What do you do?
Yes, I'm Johnny Depp, and I recently am in a court trial with Amber Heard.
Okay,
She and I are going in a defamation trial.
Okay, so you again are who?
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp. Okay. All right, it was nice to have you on the show today, Johnny.
It's quite a pleasure to be here, I'm sure.
Okay, so Johnny's an actor. All right, so what we have is WTF, what the blank. You know what it means? But what's it really mean to you, WTF, used on the internet a lot? We'll find out. Just raise your hand who's ever ready and tell us, okay, so Johnny, what's WTF mean?
Well, this has been a very trying time for me. I've been through a hell of a lot. I've had shit on my bed by Amber, and my character has been assassinated, and everything has been going wrong. I'm in debt, having problems, and I haven't been able to get a movie. And it's just, I don't know what to do. And my friends have said that I should just call myself Weird Tired Fucker, because my life is fucked.
Okay, well, thank you, Johnny. Our rating just went up to R. Okay, Dasher,
Sorry.
WTF.
Yeah, so like it all started one day, like around New Year's Eve. We were all having like a lot of eggnog, a lot of mulled wine, you know how it is, just Christmas things. And my bestie dancer really had way too much, and started a fire in the fireplace, like in Santa's fireplace, but like it spread, and so like we had to get the fire department. And so we were like, where's the fire? Oh my god, where's the fire? So that's why like we say WTF now as like an inside joke between especially like when Rudolph is around, because like his nose still like lights up, and so we're like, where's the fire, Rudolph?
Very good, Dasher. Okay, let's go to our pirate.
Yes, WTF is wench to pirate. It's for those who are transitioning from the wench to the pirate, or maybe just feel, they identify as the other.
Now, instead of pirate, it's pirate?
No, pirate. Wench to pirate.
But it's WTF.
Oh, wench to, yes. I apparently misunderstood the letters.
Maybe a little too much rum.
A little too much rum.
Let's go to our mortician.
Right. Well, when we have a body that we are, setting up for a funeral, And if it's an open casket, you know, the family comes on in and is like crying over the body. And first of all, get over yourselves, but like whatever. Um, and so if the body is like, so dead bodies move sometimes. It's kind of like fascinating and why I got into the job. But you know, they have like gases inside of them, and so sometimes they'll kind of thrash or they'll make noises, and that's just gas leaving the body. So sometimes they do make a little toot, uh, and it smells just very bad. So WTF is when they fart, and that means we gotta. That's it's the open casket is done, and we need to. It's we gotta close the lid before they start stinking up the place because we got another one coming in like 5 minutes.
Wow. You think they'd, after they're dead, they would stop farting, but I guess they don't.
No, actually, they fart more.
Interesting. Okay. CBS, Columbia Broadcasting Systems, what it means. But what's it mean to you guys? CBS, the television network. Whenever anybody's ready, please feel free to tell us what CBS. Dasher, go ahead, Dasher.
Yeah, so like again, there's like drama between the elves sometimes, and like I don't mean to like talk bad about them, but this one elf, I forget her name. Her name's like Stacy or something. I don't know. Anyway, so like Stacy and then my good friend who actually is like my best human friend, Hermie. So like you know how like Hermie really wanted to be a dentist and like Stacy was like, no, you shouldn't be a dentist and blah blah blah. And so like Hermie like bitch slapped Stacy, and so now we call it like now CBS is like a Christmas bitch slap because like why would anybody not want to support somebody else's dreams?
Okay, that makes sense. Thank you, Dasher. Let's go to the pirate.
Ah, yes. It stands for carries booty slowly. Because when you are carrying your treasure, you don't want to drop it. You will have other people who will want to steal it from you. So carry your booty slowly.
Okay, and let's go to our mortician.
So CBS, so it's kind of like I mentioned before, the dead bodies, they smell so bad. Um, and like a lot of that comes from the gas that escapes, like I said. So, you know, the last one was kind of like, you know, that's when we need to close the coffin. But like, if we need to signal to each other, like from across the room, being like, hey, you know, this corpse just farted, we say CBS, which means corpse's booty smell. So corpse's booty smell is like the corpse just farted. We need to get this done like now, please. We might all die too.
Wow. You know, no one knew that side of being a mortician.
Yeah,
sounds like you have a lot of acronyms dealing with farting and gas.
I'll be honest, 75% of the job has to do with the corpses farting.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Well, now we have Johnny Depp.
Yes. Well, one night, Amber and I were in a serious fight, and I wanted to get some rest, so I went in my bed, and lo and behold, on the bed was some brown stuff. And I took a smell, and it wasn't very pleasant, shall we say. And I realized that it wasn't anything but shit. So I told Amber, I said, Amber, I know this isn't from the Yorkies. Did you do this? And you know what she told me? She said, no, that's just some crazy bat shit. I told her that we don't have any bats in the house. She said it was CBS, crazy bat shit. Where did she come up with that? I don't know. It was her shit. It wasn't our dog shit. I know my dog shit. I have a little dog. It does not shit as much as Amber does.
Okay, well, listen, thank you all for being on my acronym panel today. I appreciate that. We're going to move on to another game called Dubbing, so we can have you all minimize. And we will bring back out Ashton and Andy in just a second, so if you want to change. And and get yourself ready. They're going to be dubbed. So Katie will be dubbing Ashton. She'll be the voice of Ashton. And Audra will be the voice of Andy. And so whenever they're ready to come on out here, we have Ashton, okay. And let's bring Andy back out. And then the subject matter for you guys, the dubbers, is going to be couples therapy. Okay, so Ashton and Andy will be talking to our home audience about couples therapy, maybe good ways that couples can get along. And I'll go ahead and take Johnny Depp off of there if you could. Okay, let's take that down. And so we all need therapy, and these two are experts in the field of that. You got Johnny Depp off of there? Can you take actor Johnny Depp off? That way people won't think you're Johnny Depp. Okay, beautiful. Okay, I'm going to minimize myself. We're going to start with Katie talking for Ashton, and the theme is couples therapy.
Right. So, like, couples therapy, you kind of want to, like, do it regularly, but, like, also you want to, like, be honest. Because, like, if you're not honest, then why even do it? You know, like, my husband and I, we went to couples therapy, and, like, we unlocked a lot of stuff. Like, we talked about how I hate his love for Guy Fieri, and he talked about how much he hates the fact that I drink vodka at 9 in the morning. So yeah, it's kind of like, it's a good place to be honest, you know?
Well, I'm glad you get to be honest, but I have to be honest now because I don't get to be honest at home. You get on me and nag like a bitch. I know you drink vodka at 9 a.m., but that's because you steal it from me. That's my vodka.
Well, maybe if you didn't, I don't know, wear wife beaters all the time, and you actually did stuff around the house, then maybe I wouldn't have to drink vodka at 9 in the morning, okay?
Oh, you think I don't do stuff around this house? I have other houses that I know they appreciate more.
You're not making any sense. What other houses? You have no job.
Did I say other houses?
Yeah.
That was a slip of the tongue.
So, this is going to be talked about in couples therapy. So you're cheating on me now.
Well, I don't know if I call it cheating or if I call it being polyamorous, you know.
Hand me your phone. Give me your phone. See, this is what we also need to do in couples therapy. We need to talk about what goes on each other's phones. Because, like, I give you my phone password. I show you all the texts that I get from our son, who's in college, from our daughter, who is also in college, from everyone, from Joanne, from Diane, from Marie.
Do you think I give a shit about that?
I'm your wife. You should.
I give a shit about what's going on in my life right now.
Yeah, you never fucking cared about me.
I cared about
Okay, well,
you.
that was dubbing. Well, I thought it was going to be couples therapy. Instead, I guess these two need therapy. Come on back in, Audra and Katie. Boy, you presented them as a really messed up couple. I think they're the one who need the therapy. But you know what? We have one last game, and that's intervention. And Ashton, you thought we, brought you here to do the show today, but the other cast members they've got some issues with you because what's happening is you've been borrowing stuff from everybody. You borrowed something from Katie and you never gave it back. You took some of Audra's food in one of the rehearsals and never gave her her food back. And you borrowed some money from Andy to get an Uber car and you never paid him back. And I'm sure there's some other things they'd like to talk about. But Katie, what exactly did Ashton borrow from you? Because we're going to have a little intervention here, Ashton, see if you can come clean.
Whatever.
Hi, Ashton. We love you. But you borrowed a lot of things from me, and I just want to know, like, why you didn't give them back. Like, I know you borrowed my magic beans, and like you gave the bag back, but then like for some reason you ate the beans, and like you didn't you like wanted to borrow like one bean, which would have been fine, but then like something happened and like I never got any of the other beans back. So like either you ate them or you grew a beanstalk and there's suddenly a giant now. So I don't know anything about that. And then you also like to borrow like only one page of my playbills. Like you seem to only borrow like the page with like the one like hot person on it, and I'm really concerned that like that you're like stalking someone. So I'd like those back, and I'm just really worried about you, Ashton.
No, okay, there is nothing to worry about. Like, I'm sorry I never gave your beans back, but like I did eat all of them, and I did poop out a giant beanstalk. So I don't know if you want the beans that are coming from that stalk. You can go ahead and grab some, but I don't think you're gonna be into that. And for your playbills, do you even ever open those? Like, I've seen them just like sitting on your desk, and it's like, well, if you're not gonna look at them and scroll through them, or like, like I'm gonna just take a page and just, like you don't. I didn't even think that you would notice. It's like crazy that you noticed.
Yeah, I noticed. Like, why wouldn't I notice?
Why are you just going through old playbooks? I don't.
Because like I like them and they look cool. I'm worried that you always take the picture of like Kyle Dean Massey, and it like really upsets me because like you can't have him. So like why take his picture?
First of all, what do you mean I can't have him?
I
have pictures. I have oodles of pictures of him.
Okay, but anyway, that's besides the point. Just give my stuff back, Ashton. I'm really concerned about you. And I wrote a letter explaining everything, so yeah.
I have eaten everything I've ever taken from you, so no, I can't give it back. If you give me that note, I will eat that too.
Well, thank you, Katie.
Okay.
Let's go over to Audra for a second. Speaking of food, so Audra, we have a refrigerator here, and apparently she went in the refrigerator and took a bunch of your food and didn't even ask for it, and then never offered to put it back. So what exactly did she take?
Well, she took a bunch of my yogurt, a bunch of my pears, and I had a bunch of bananas in there, and all of my fruit. And I don't know why she's taking all of this fruit and stealing it.
Well, let's ask her.
Is your name on anything? No, it isn't. Write your name on things and maybe then I'll know.
I actually wrote my name in permanent marker on the banana.
Okay, well, how am I supposed to see that? Like, you expect me to read a banana before I peel it? That's insane. That is the craziest thing anyone has ever said. And I hope you know that. I hope you know you sound crazy right now.
Could read it before someone took it. The gorilla could read it. Look, I don't mind that you need to refuel and, have energy before rehearsals, but you have to replace it. You have to give me my stuff back.
Again, I've eaten everything I've taken from you, so if you want it back, like, sorry.
Look, I know you love to sell your stuff in a jar online, but that's not for me to judge. We're not here to talk about that. We're
Like, you
here to
can
talk
buy your
about
stuff back for like $15.
$15.
$14.99 actually.
Oh my gosh. The banana,
Okay.
you know.
This went in a little different direction. Never would have seen this coming. But let's go to Andy. So Andy, she's borrowed money from you numerous times, the last one being $50 for an Uber ride.
Yeah.
She's never offered to pay you back?
No. And the last time was the worst of all because you not only took the money that I gave you, you said, just give me the wallet. And inside the wallet was my credit cards, which I would like back because I only had $100 on my credit card. Now I have $7,500 on my credit card. Thank you. You're a sick woman. You need to be arrested. You need to be put in jail.
I mean, you did just admit that you gave it to me, though.
I did not give it to you. You took it. I gave you the money, and then you took it out of my hand, and you jumped in the car. That is not giving it to you. That is stealing. You're lucky I didn't turn you into the police.
I mean, tomato. So.
What? I have $1,700 bill to pay off because you have been buying things off of me. You're not satisfied with taking things off of other people. You have to take it off my credit card, take it off of other people. You have a problem. You have a problem, and I'm glad we're here to address it. I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for you. You are a sick person who I think maybe it would be good if you had a lobotomy. Really, seriously. That way you wouldn't take anything. You know, if you had a lobotomy, you would forget about stuff or have electric shock or something. You know what I'm saying? It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Every single day I dream of drowning you.
Okay, well, listen, this has been our intervention, and this has been our show, everybody. So let's introduce our cast, starting with Ashton. We just made all that up. Ashton doesn't take things from people. She's a lovely lady.
Well, we don't know. I don't think any of it. We've never been in the same room, so.
No, we've never been in the same room. We just made all that up, so that's impossible. And Audra, she is from Seattle.
Yeah, I really am. Yeah.
Yeah. And Katie, who's somewhere in Texas.
Yeah, I'm in Houston.
Houston, okay. And Andy, I think he's somewhere on the East Coast.
Yes. And I got to stay away from water. Make sure Ashton's not around.
I'm Ken Scope. Wave goodbye, everybody. We'll be back in 4 weeks with a brand new show with this cast and a few more coming back.